Shalom brothers, of Karma Kabashim GMS London. Just want to start by saying all praise Jehovah Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders of GMS, and honors out there to the brethren on the highways and byways, teaching the truth in sincerity. Okay, as you all know, this new film Godzilla, okay, is not long been released. Okay, May 16th. Okay, and I just wanted to make a little video, just to tell you people out there, man. Godzilla is based on the biblical Leviathan, man. Okay, that's what it really is, man. They make it seem like these guys always had all this creativity and making up all these different storylines and all these movies and that. But really, a lot of these storylines come straight out of the Bible, man. Okay, and this creature here, they call Godzilla in this movie, man, is really just an adaptation, which is fairly close, I suppose, to the biblical Leviathan. Okay, the scripture tells you about Leviathan, man. Okay, we're going to read that from Job 41. Okay. Now I know a lot of people talking about this, saying about how Godzilla is grown into this massive scale that it has. Okay, from when they first started releasing the movies, man. You fanatics out there, but I'm not even going to deal with any of that sort of stuff, because scriptures don't talk about the size of Leviathan, because they will talk about can a creature that big even exist. Well, by the Most High has anything can exist, man. So I'm not even going to go into the plausibility of a creature of this scale existing. Okay, that's not the factor here, man. Because who knows how large Leviathan is, man. Okay, all you need to know is that Leviathan is a great power on the earth, man. Okay, and time's gonna come when Leviathan is gonna raise itself from out of the waters, man, and he's gonna destroy a lot of things, man. A lot of people are gonna die. Okay, because we're in the end times, man. In the end times now, and all these things have to come to pass, man. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get into the scriptures. Okay, this is from Job 41 from verse 1. It says here, "Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant forever?" Okay. The Lord is alluding to Job, man. The Lord is really magnifying himself in these scriptures, man. But he's using Leviathan as an example. Okay, because Leviathan is terrible, and none of these men could subdue Leviathan. Okay, so how much more the power of the Most High that made him? Okay, who's greater than the Most High? Not nobody, man. Okay, but it goes on to say, "Wilt thou play with him as a bird, or wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears?" Okay, the answer to these questions is no. Okay, no one can do that. Okay, it says, "Lay thine hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain, shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him." Okay, so Leviathan is so terrible. People would die with just by looking at him, man. Because they would die for fear's sake, man. Because they would be so afraid. Okay, and you tell me that people wouldn't drop dead of seeing a creature like this, man. Some large destructive creature that can blow fire out of his mouth and all kinds, man. Okay, people don't really want to see this, man. It makes a good movie, but in real life, man, people's faces, they'll be different. Okay, Verse 10, none is so fierce that dare stir him up, when then is able to stand, said, who then is able to stand before me? So the Most High is saying, look, you don't want to even, you couldn't even deal with Leviathan, man. How can anybody stand up to me? Okay, because the Lord's greater than Leviathan, man. He's more terrible than Leviathan, man. Okay, this is a much greater power, man, than Leviathan is. Okay, so this is the thing in this world, man. People fear certain things in this world, right? But they don't fear the Most High. When the Most High is more terrible than anything on this earth, man. Okay, he is the greatest power, man. He's able to perform anything, do anything. Okay, but people don't fear him on this planet, man. People rather, fear, the fucking local drug dealer, man, or spiders, or whatever thing you're afraid of, man. You'd rather fear that than fear the Most High, man. You don't really respect the Most High's power. Okay, but in this time to come, the Most High is going to reveal his power, man. Okay, and it's going to be evident that, Yahweh is the Most High. Okay, and it's his power that should be feared. Okay. It says, who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. Everything belongs to the Lord. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Okay, so the way the Lord is describing Leviathan is, Leviathan is a creature of a large scale. Okay, it's just exactly how big, well, no one knows. Okay, people unawares have come into contact with Leviathan, and Leviathan's destroyed many ships in the ages with people on it. Okay, but no one really knows or can tell you what Leviathan looks like to tell a tale, because no one's really survived. Okay, the very description that we got here is what's been written here in Job, the 41st chapter. Okay, so it's going to go into the description of him now. Okay, it says here, who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? Okay, his teeth are terrible round about. Okay, his scales are his pride, shut up together as with a closed seal. Okay, so he's a scaly creature. Okay, so he has scales. Okay, and many teeth. Okay, who is so near to another that no air can come between them? Okay, so the scales are meshed so tightly that air doesn't even pass between them. Okay, so you couldn't even get nothing to get in between his scales, man. Okay, no object is gonna get in between his scales. And this air, which is a gas, okay, which is the smallest things that you can get anywhere. If they ain't gonna pass through under his scales, man, there ain't nothing that's gonna pass through his scales, man. Like in between them. Okay. So they are joined one to another. They stick together. They cannot be sundered. Okay, they can't be broken. Okay, there's not an instrument on the earth that could penetrate Leviathan's scales. Okay, much like in Godzilla, they show. Look, like Godzilla is a reptile. Okay, Leviathan is also a reptile. Okay, spoiling the script, like the chapter here, but Leviathan is a reptile. Okay, so these two that's they have in common. Okay, they're both scaly reptile creatures. Okay, but in the movies they'll show you that all the weapons of mankind can't really destroy Godzilla. Okay, all the missiles and that they throw at it, that doesn't really, they can't beat Godzilla with them. Okay, they say only a nuke can do this and do that to him, but the fact of the matter is, man, man's weapons are really of no use against him. Okay. Verse 18, by his neesings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Okay, bright. Okay, I know there's some images here, which are just images, but nevertheless, still depictions of, you know, so you can put the red eyes here and stuff. Okay. Remember, they both dwelt in Leviathan and Godzilla. You see here, man, both dwell in the water. Okay, and come upon land, so they can, you know, change from one condition to another. Oops. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Okay, Leviathan breathes fire, man. Okay, so does Godzilla. Okay, though maybe technically they'll tell you that, you know, that's radioactive energy waves or some shit, you know, but you know, they both breathe fire, man. Okay, these so-called aquatic life forms, man. Okay, which really, you know, Leviathan lives in the water, man, but he can come upon land, same as Godzilla, man. So, you know, make of that as you will. But you know, this creature breathes fire. Okay, just like Godzilla does. Out of his nostrils goeth smoke, as out of seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and the flame goeth out of his mouth. So I probably should have enlarged this earlier. It says, in his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flakes of his flesh are joined together, they are firm in themselves, they cannot be moved. But like I said, he's not penetrable. Okay, it says his heart is as firm as a stone, yea, as hard as a piece of the never millstone. Okay, even like, you know, it's like you know, Wolverine's filled out with that adamantium stuff, man. He can't be broken, man. He's you know, Leviathan's heart is like a rock, man. You know, a tough piece of rock. If his organs are hard as rock, then what's the rest of it like? You know, what's the rest of him like, man? Okay, organs are supposed to be your soft bits, man. So all these underbelly and all that kind of stuff, man. You know, that's still hard, man. Okay. It says, when he raises up himself, the mighty are afraid. Okay, by reason of breakings they purified themselves. Okay, like I mentioned, you know, through the ages, man, you know, there came many stories from sailors that would say that in the oceans about a creature of, you know, gigantic proportions which came and smashed their ships and, you know, basically destroyed the ships. Okay, some people managed to get back, tell a story of what happened, you know, as much, you know, as vague as it may be, but you know, them stories came about, man, and they couldn't explain what it was. You know, different stories, not all Leviathan, of course, but still, Leviathan would have played a part in some of them destructions of those ships, man. Okay. Verse was on. Verse 26. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. So like I read that again. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the harbinging. He esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood. Okay, so all these instruments that, you know, these metal instruments you use, like the harpoon and, you know, like I say, the spear and the darts and that. Okay, they're like straw to Leviathan, man. Straws